Hello and welcome to the first ever review created in this gaming channel. So the past couple of months I have been playing Northgard and I have been posting every single chapter of the two campaigns on the channel, and after I finished both of them I said, why not make this review? Keep in mind this is a review of the game as a whole, not for a specific DLC. I'm going to talk about the Northgard experience in general. So the basic Northgard campaign, called Saga, has a nice story, and of course the animations are really cool. They are the events that lead eventually to the beginning of Ragnarok. Every chapter feels unique and they are quite challenging. I have to also mention that they are providing a nice round-up experience of all the basic clans provided in the base game. Moreover, I have to mention that it hasn't changed since the release, although they have basically done some reworks of some systems like the relic system and the diplomacy systems. The Saga is exactly as they made it the first time back in 2018, when it was released. The other cool thing about Saga is that because there are side objectives, as you can see right here, called bonus objectives, and you can also pick different bannermen in most of the chapters, it has high replayability value. So the base game of Northgard sits on $28 on Steam, and usually on the discounts it's below 10 euros, so I would say that according to the amount of time that you are going to play in order to just finish Rigs of Saga, it's really worth it, especially on the discount. Now on to the second campaign provided by the Cross of Vidar expansion pack. The Cross of Vidar was first released on December of 2022. It didn't have all of the chapters. They released the epilogue of the campaign around middle of January of 23. Although the overall experience of the Cross of Vidar campaign was nice, because again they had really cool animations and you can follow the story after the beginning of Ragnarok and how this whole thing is going to end with the heroes that you learn and cherish in Rig's Saga. I have to say that most of the chapters do feel repetitive, and there are of course instances where they try something new, but I would like it to be more prevalent than it is. So this expansion pack also introduces a new clan as well that plays completely different from the others. This clan is called Nostria, and it comes in to give a new breath of air in the clan related gameplay. It is a very aggressive clan, as you can even see here. The military is 3 stars but support is 0. That also has a good economic gameplay, so it doesn't feel one-sided. Although it is easy to learn your way around it, it is difficult to get good with it. Now on to the rest of the DLCs. They are single clan DLCs, as you can see here. For example, the Svafnir, the clan of the snake. As you can see also the lock, I haven't bought it yet. It is available only by buying its own DLC. And they are below €5 without discount, so they are not that expensive. And each and every one of these clans provide new experience, but they are in no case required to be bought until someone has already played his way around the basic clans and decided what his game style is. Basically they are amplifying the basic clans. For example, you have the clan of Fenrir, the clan of the wolf, that is really aggressive, and the other DLC that amplifies this clan and this gameplay is actually the clan of the dragon, Nidhogg. Although of course it is way harder to learn it, but this is what it's basically doing. While there are a lot of clans already provided by the base game, at some point you are going to learn all of them and see that you would like to try something new, and these clans are that something new thing that you want to try. Of course, I would recommend them when they are on discount. They are below €3 each. They are really worth it. The other important aspect of Northgard isn't just the skirmish games or the multiplayer games or even the story mode. It's the Conquest. They are a series of difficult missions, each topping the other on difficulty, where you get to pick just the one clan, and for every mission you get to pick your award. It's basically a buff. You have to finish the mission in order to buff your clan and then go on to the rest. This also adds a lot of time of gameplay for every single clan that you own. Of course, if you get tired playing against the AI, you can try out the multiplayer scene, although I do have to say and warn you that it is really competitive. Last but not least is the cosmetic system that they have established in Northgard. I really like it the way it is. It's not something that you are going to be able to pay in order to get your town hall to have a different look, but you have the expeditions that they are basically missions that you have to do. These are daily and weekly missions, and then we have the campaign expeditions, for example. We have conquest and the achievements in general. All of these get you enough silver bars. Those silver bars can be used in order to change the way your stuff looks, but that's it. It's not something that you are going to have to pay with your own money, or you are going to be better because of that. It is something that you can just grind on your own if you actually want to grind it. Just to round it up, Northgard, a game of 2018 strategy game that is actually trying to also simulate an economic system with its most valuable item being the people that work your jobs can actually stand against its adversaries in 2023 on its own. All the DLCs that are providing these clans are just extra, that if you liked the base game, I would recommend at least trying some of these clans. Of course, there are good descriptions on the page, on the Steam page, if you are buying it from there, and you can see what the clans do, and if you feel that they are matching your playstyle, you can get them, or you cannot. As you can see, I don't have all of them, just for this specific reason. I don't like at all the way that the Clan of the Kraken plays, but I do like the way that the Clan of the Lynx does, and so on. For me, it's a definitely buy, especially on discounts, if you like strategy games in general. Now for the Cross of Vidar expansion pack, although I cannot say that I totally recommend getting it, it is nice to have a completely different clan, which is Nostria, and of course, finally seeing the end of the story. That's the only positive things I have to say about this expansion pack. I cannot say that, as I said earlier, the chapters, they are not as good as the ones in Rigs of Saga. But I could say that it's worth it, especially on a good discount. So keep in mind that this is my actual opinion of this game as a total. I tried to make it as fast as possible. I'm not going to try and explain exactly how this game is being played. I do that already while I'm playing the chapters on the campaign. I just feel that after I finished both of the campaigns and having played a couple of skirmish games and of course Conquest, I think that my opinion is as close to the reality as it can be. It is being said from someone that actually adores strategy games, and that this is almost the only genre I am playing. for many years now. So I hope that this roundup review is worth watching, and I hope that I'm going to see you on my next video. Have a nice night.